Our Gen Con coverage is brought to you by Hit Point Press. From animated spell and tarot cards to their breathtaking Humblewood campaign setting and adventure to the award-winning series The Big Bads, Hit Point Press is your one-stop shop for amazing 5e content. Check out our links below for all the gaming goodness. We are back here at the Chaosium booth with Neil, the COO of Chaosium, and your baby here, the basic role-playing universal game engine. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this is if you're familiar with Chaosium products, and maybe if you're not, almost all of our games are based on a core engine. It's a percentile-based engine with stats that are similar to something other game like D&D or something like that, but you use skills to determine you make a roll, and you want to roll low. The lower you roll, the better. So if you're familiar with Call of Cthulhu, and roll that the same way, or with RuneQuest or anything like that. So this is the base infrastructure, and what we did quite a few years ago now was we created a one called the Basic Role-Playing Game, where we took all of these rules from all these areas and created a toolkit. So this is like a book that has a lot of optional rules. Do you want to be very crunchy like RuneQuest? Do you want to have hit locations and arms? Or do you want to be simple like Call of Cthulhu, where it doesn't matter. If you get hurt, you get hurt. You don't really care how badly, because it's going to go bad really quick, and it's not about combat, right? It's about facing the mythos. So this toolkit has been out for quite a few years, and we revised it recently. It was kind of a rush job for us, just to deal with the fact that there were a lot of creatives that were saying, hey, with the license, the OGL license and that whole issues, they wanted to be able to create and own their content. So what we did with this release and this version was to put it in, give the ORC license so that anyone can use all of the text in this book completely to create their own game. So if you have an amazing concept for a world that you want to play and run and design in one, and I'm working on with my brother actually, and I might be able to get it published. I know a company that might help me.
Oh, that's good. Oh, it's good to have connections.
Yeah, exactly. And so I will use a subset of these rules to build that game, tailoring it to the type of one I want to do. Because if I don't want magic, I won't put that in there, and some of the creatures. So this whole build came with it, and anyone can do that. It's license-free, royalty-free. You just have to give credit to Chaosium for the pieces you're using it on.
That's amazing, and so it's a modular system, so you can kind of pick and choose which places that you want for your particular game?
Exactly. As like I said, with combat and granularity, we have things like sanity, you can choose to use or not. We have things like, that would be good, passions, that you can use to augment. If you think of our Pendragon system, it uses that. We have allegiances. Allegiances are perhaps to a divine being or something like that. The more you do things that they like you to do, the more likely you are to be rewarded in that regard. And then we have skill sets and we have occupation sets, depending on region, depending on time and location, and you would customize them for your game. So you can use this to play any game quickly, or you can choose to make a published product that you would go do from there.
And I know it's a brand new hardcover book they have coming out here, so it hasn't gotten in too many people's hands yet, but they've had access to some of the...
Yeah, sorry. The only people who've gotten this are people here at Gen Con.
Yeah.
So we airshipped it in from Poland, where it was printed, and for this. Mm-hmm. And then we will be moving on in October. It will be in regular distribution worldwide, and going from there. And we have a few other books we're relating to this, a Creatures book and some others that we're working on. And a few other, Lords of the Middle Sea is another game we made an announcement about a while ago, where you're playing in a post-apocalyptic area flying with Zeppelins, and as a result, when you're doing that, it all uses the BRP engine. So if you know BRP, you've played Call of Cthulhu, these are really easy to master. And the really nice thing is, if you like one of the rule things from this part of BRP or Lords of the Middle Sea, which will have a ship combat system, or Zeppelin combat system, then you can pull that and put that in your Call of Cthulhu game if you think it matters. So it's very modular, as you said.
That's amazing. Have you heard from people who have been visiting you at the con of maybe their plans for using the engine? Has anybody shared any ideas with you about this is what I've been waiting for, now I can start implementing some of my ideas?
We've had that a few times, and we did have the PDF for sale. I forgot to mention that before. And we have a number of people saying, hey, I want to try this and modify this type of game for my game. One very specifically, one is a space game where people are wanting to do it, and they're trying to do near space, if you know what I mean, from that perspective. Kind of more like an Expanse style game with the engine. So
that's super exciting. Well, where's a good place for people to learn more if they want to go find out more about the book, and they're maybe not here at Gen Con with us?
Okay. Well, to me, the best place to go is chaosium.com. That has, all of our products are available there, and there's a BRP section. including some of our older books that we have for sale in digital if you want as well. It's also available at drive-thru right now, and then once again worldwide later. But we have some information we're building on getting started, and I hope we're going to create a line of helping people learn how to be it for creators, how to create a game, how to build a book and doing that. And as I said, I'm kind of doing that myself.
It's a lot of work to put together a whole game that's all by yourself, so it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it is, and it's different.
But this takes you halfway there.
It does. It's a great start.
We'll have all those links for you down below. Well, Neil, thank you so much for joining us today. We're super excited about it.
Thank you so much. It was great to talk.
Stay tuned to the Gallant Goblin for the latest from Gen Con 2023. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.